Can you repeat the question?
Yeah, I will repeat the question. Okay, there is a Jenkins in the Jenkins. If there is 3 to 4 builds are there, and you want to take a backup for that. Okay, how are you going to take that backup?
Uh, that also I don't know. If anyone know, they can share. If they know, they can give the answer.
Actually, whatever we done in Jenkins, that will store in where live Jenkins home directory. We can take backup of Jenkins home directory.
No, I'm asking about the build. If we have 3 to 4
Yeah,
builds, okay,
everything available in the home directory.
home
There
directory.
is a workspace folder name. In
Mm-hmm.
workspace, you will get uh, build as per the whatever the build name that will available in that workspace directory.
Thank you.
Any other question?
Uh,
Again,
there was one git rebase command. I could not understand this git merge versus git rebase. Can
which
somebody
command?
help? Git rebase, REBASE.
Yeah, I can tell you about that. Git rebase is basically like, for example, you are using the some branch, so you want to fast forward the branch to the another branch. So then what you can do is like git rebase the branch name where you want to, which branch you want to uh, update with. Like for example, if you cut the branch from A branch, means cut the branch means like if you check out the branch from A and you're having a B branch, and if you want to sync up the A branch with the B branch, any changes in A branch, then what you can use like git rebase. So then what happens is like whatever the A in the A branch, that will go to B branch also. Git rebase A. It is up to date with the A branch. B branch will be up to date with the A branch. For example, basically what we do is like if you have any infrastructure code or something like that, then you'll be having a master branch and some feature branches. So you want to you're writing some anywhere, okay, your master branch. For example, if any branch is there, then if you start writing code in a feature branch, so your feature branch should be up to date with the branch where you cut from. Cut means like check out from the branch. So in that case, what you need to do is like you have to go to the branch where you cut, where you check out, and that branch you just make sure like it is up to date with the GitHub, and then go to your branch feature branch and execute the command git checkout. Sorry, git rebase. What branch you want to sync up with? Like for example, like what I said, like I think you got it right. Checkout branch. Then it will rebase to the last branch, whatever is there, no, the checkout branch that will be. So in that case, what happens like if for merging will be easier. So in that case, if you're going to merge to the branch, then merge conflicts won't happen. So that's why you make sure like whenever you're delivering some from feature branch to some branch X, so the your feature branch should be up to date with X branch. So that's why you need to use the rebase command. Rebase, git rebase X. Okay. I don't know how to explain much, so I think you got it maybe.
Yeah, but when we use that day we were discussing ours command, theirs command, that is different.
Yeah, that is
OURS.
different. That is different. I mean, yeah, that is different. But here, Git rebase is different. Git rebase, basically, why you use like when you are going to push any change from your feature branch and you are not sure whether your branch where you're going to merge that feature branch code is up to date with the feature branch. And that case, like what happens is like if you're whenever you're trying to merge the code to the, some branch which where you are going to like X branch X, then what happens is like you may face merge conflicts because so X branch is already having some couple of other extra commits, but your feature branch is lag behind those commits. In that case, like if you're going to merge the something to that branch, you will face an issue. So better option is like git rebase that X branch. So what happens is like whatever the changes are there in X branch will be delivered to the feature branch in your locally. Then you can find out what are the changes happened. If any merge is there, you can conflicts. You can merge those things to your feature branch, and you can fix the conflicts, and then you can deliver it to the X branch. So it is like circle, vicious circle. Like so, that is how you need to work. Like whenever you are delivering some changes to some branch, then you need to make sure like your feature branch is up to date with the branch where you check out from. That's only criteria. So basically, we use the rebase.
Okay, and is it
I'll tell you one more.
used
One more.
as a
Yeah,
yeah? Is it used very frequently, like when we do this feature,
of
create
course,
this feature?
of,
Okay.
of course. You need to use this frequently to avoid this merge conflict. So, like for example, three developers are there. Three developers are working on the same branch. Some branch A, they cut the branch like A branch to as a future branch, feature A1 and feature A2, feature A3. Three developers are working on those branches. Feature A, some developer feature A1 branch, they deliver some code to feature A1, but feature A2 branch, A3 branch still not delivered any changes, but they cut the branch simultaneously, same checkout, same commit area. So what happens is like already A1 is delivered, but when you are trying to deliver some change from your feature A2 branch, so your feature A2 branch lack of that commit. If that commit is relevant to your code, is relevant to your files or commit code or anything, then merge conflict will happen. So to avoid that, what you need to do is like you have to git rebase that branch where you cut A1, A2, A3, all these things. No, that one, that branch, main branch, and then your the changes, the merged from the A1 to the main branch will be fast forwarding to your branch. That time it will show like where merge conflicts will happen. Then you are sure like okay these are the merge conflict, and you can able to fix those conflicts locally, and then you can deliver the code. So this is how actually basically works Git rebase.
Okay. Yeah. Got it.
Any other question? Jinka, you don't have any question? Yes.
Yes,
Hi.
yes, I have. Uh, Actually, if interview asks what challenges face by while you working on DevOps or as a DevOps engineer, what to tell?
Hello.
So, Ajinkya,
I yeah, okay, I can tell you one
okay, Manjunath,
example.
sir, you can
Yeah.
take.
So there are a couple of scenarios you can explain, like live scenarios, but I can give you an example. For example, if you consider Jenkins, recently Jenkins, whenever you work with real-time scenarios, you need to up to date the Jenkins with the latest code changes by the Jenkins. So when you are updating the Jenkins, you may face a lot of consequences, lot of issues like uh, CBSR, that is related to security, and these kind of things. They will enhance the securities level and all in Jenkins. So in your pipeline, if you are not handling those things, then definitely you will have an issue. So the same thing arose recently when I was working with that. So it caused all the build failures. So you need to fix those things. So this is whether you have to go back to the previous version, or else you need to fix those changes. That is up to your choice. But if you're going back to the previous version, then again there is a like what is that um, uh, cache 22 issue will happen. For example, like your Git having some latest version, and your Jenkins will be having the older version, because whenever you update the Jenkins, you need to update the Git also. So that will conflicts, and then that catch 22, you are not able to fix it. So such kind of issues you need to face, you will face in a real time scenarios. In that case, you need to be very careful fixing those issues. Like you may need to take a backup of your Jenkins complete instance, and then start fixing those issues. So such kind of scenarios you can explain, like how you fixed it. Uh, this is really interesting, actually, if you start working on that. And the one more thing I faced recently, because that's the reason I was busy last 2 weeks. Mm, Let me recall that. Yeah, basically such kind of things. Like this is one example I'm giving. So you can give a number of examples like that. Ajay, you just tell no if you have any scenarios.
Okay, thank you. So I think yeah, you are saying there means you have daily challenges regarding for the DevOps line. First challenge is to uh, make automation of everything because every application run on a different platform. So you have to find out some solution for each application to means take that application on automation platform. This kind of means problem you will face every time in the DevOps profile. Second is your uh, exploring the new tools because you don't know whenever your company uh, left the Jenkins and start Circle CI for CI/CD pipeline, or the company means left the Git and start using Bitbucket or Azure Git. So always means new tool learning the new tools is always a challenge because you have to give the output to your company as well, and side by side you have to learn these tools as well within a limited time of period. Even means you will get maximum 3 to 4 days. You have to learn one tool.
Yeah, and those and all you can do it, Ajay. But thing is like real time scenarios, because DevOps is like automation. Okay, that is I
Right.
agree whatever you said. But real time scenarios like day to day task, what kind of issues you face, which are very tricky. That kind of things you can give an example. For example, recently I was talking about Jenkins only. There is a one feature. I don't know about you guys whether you know. Maybe you may be knowing it. So there is one option: use master node as much as you can. You know that
Yes,
feature.
yes, yes, yes.
So
Mhm.
yeah,
Right.
that was
Yes, I
actually,
know.
yeah, that was causing a lot of issues in the pipeline also. That is also one of the feature. So we don't know like when it was introduced and all. So builds have started failing, keep on failing because how you handle the situation. So you want to go with the use master node as much as possible. Otherwise you don't want to go with that. So
Yeah.
what is your view on
But
that actually?
I'm just saying means someone asked me the same question. What are the daily challenges? So these kind of
Yeah,
problems you will probably face means within a 2 month or 3 months once, right?
yeah, that's what
But
actually. Those are the
yeah,
things are tricky, right? If you are facing day-to-day issues, then you can fix it. These are
yeah.
sometimes in 3 4 months once. That is a challenging one, right? Because you may not be knowing what is happening. And
So these
what is your opinion about that? Actually, use a master node as much as you can. Is
no
it
no
correct or
means
not?
I never preferred this. I always preferred
Yes.
means a master slave configuration in which I always mention means use as much as this node for slave only.
There is another option, right? Yeah, that you have to use. And how you manage that? You have to manage that in a declarative pipeline, right? You have to use
Right,
either node or as agent or label. These kind of things
right.
you need to manage. So these are the, because though we have managed with the labels, but sometimes you may face an issue because you may be missing in one stage the labels or node something. It may cause issues. So this is once in a while it comes, but that will be tricky because day-to-day issues you can fix it, but getting to the issues
The
like once in a
main
while is
pipeline
difficult.
regarding issues, you will have limited time and you have to Means
Yes,
all the development is depends on you.
yes, that is a very critical one. So, so this kind
Even
of things you need to.
today, I'm still facing an issue with Kafka, and since
Yeah,
morning I'm trying to resolve it.
yeah. That you how you need to exaggerate them, right? Like you have to explain the scenario. Like because of that, a lot of things are failing, and I initiated myself, and I worked like anything, and finally I got a solution. I fixed in the same day, like within 2 hours, and I got a recognition for that. Something like that you need to explain, even though it's simple. Also, you need to explain that. So that you need to
Thanks for
exaggerate.
thanks for
Yeah.
telling, sir. If I will face any problem, I will come to you.
Yeah, sure, no issues.
So, Ajinkya, any question?
Yes, you have any question? And today Venu's interview also. So how's the interview? Hello? Yes? Are you there? I think everyone joining after that they forgot. Yeah, Jackson, you want to say something? You have any doubts? Question?
No, Ram. Actually, I have given some Kubernetes question that we
Yes.
need to discuss.
Yes, tell me. Whatever question you can ask.
No, I shared a list of question to you, and they are supposed to be discussed.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So I think Git related everything is completed. Real time sessions also completed to everyone, right? So that's why not replying anyone. Correct? Can anyone show me the screen that have you completed? Yes,
Yes, she's not there, I think.
is there. I think he's forgot after joining. Ajit, you have any doubts?
No, sir.
Okay, so what are you doing actually? You are also working or what?
No, sir. I am fresher in DevOps.
So you are also completed your
And
training.
no, sir. I will. मैं अभी कर रहा हूँ सर.
Okay, आप कर रहे हो अभी तक.
स्टार्ट हाँ ये स्टार्टिंग किया हूँ.
Okay, okay. So okay, fine, no problem. You can start. और अगर कोई भी डाउट हो तो आप पूछ सकते हो. Okay.
यस सर.
ये डिस्कशन राउंड है, इंटरव्यू डिस्कशन राउंड. Okay, तो
ओके.
okay, fine. I'm asking the question then. Okay, I will start. Yes,
Actually,
please.
I have a question, like for Git, in that means Git stash command I used, but was not able to figure out the difference, like what it does. Basically, what it does on untracked file. Basically, what it Git stash command do on staged file and on committed file. So it means basically these all three stages, how the Git stash will do its work. So I'm just little much confused about this. If anyone has knowledge, like,
I
so
also the
it's
same question. Yes, I have to add on it. Git a stash drop. What is git stash drop?
a drop. Okay, a drop I can explain. But Manjunath Swami sir or Ajay sir can means reflect light on this, like Git stash, what it does on all the three files. How will it affect?
In a simple
So,
way, we can say Git stash is your emergency storage.
but how does it affect all the three files? Means what effect will it have on all the three
No, no.
different.
Basically, it means Git stash you will use during your means working on any code. Means you will use your workspace area. Means before you adding that file. Uh, in simple way, if you are working on a code, suddenly you have received a mail from your manager that please stop the existing work and do this work on priority. Now you have right, I think, means you can assume around 100 lines of codes. Now they are saying that stop this work and do the next work, which is on priority. So at that time you will use git stash that will save your current code in the same situation, same state, and it will give you a workspace to start your new work. This is the simple definition of git stash.
Yeah, again, I understood the point, but how will it affect all the three files? That is what I am basically concerned about, because I think untracked file is not tracked by git stash. It it might affect the staged file. Yes, you are, I mean, saying correct. I think staged file, we can.
Yeah, I mean, so you cannot relate this means git stash to the committed. Is there is no role of if you have you have done any commit. Okay, so means you have the control on a stage file or a working file. Okay, so firstly focus on that. Git stash only used for means most commonly used for working files, current working files. Okay, because you cannot means push that current working file to staging area, right? Because you have stopped that work in between and start the new work. So git stash just create uh, emergency storage of that file in the workspace area. Okay, it's a reserve area for that file. Okay, once you start means writing a new code and you add that new code into staging area and you can commit it. And after that you can retrieve your previous work. Okay, so most commonly it is used in working area, not this like staging area or something like that. But might be I am wrong because I haven't used till now on staging area or committing area.
So Git stash basically I used only in like staging areas only. I never used for untracked file. It doesn't work. Only it works if you give an option for that. I think something you need to give git stash hyphen something is there. Okay, I forgot that. So you need to check that actually git option for stash. I used for staging. It will remove the staging files and staging changes only. Okay, not the files. And there is another command like git clean. If you pass xft, it forcibly delete the files which are in a uh, like untracked option. Like if you are
Yes,
copying
yes.
some files or something, then you want to delete those things. If you want to make it your last some changes, keep this last changes, then you can use git clean hyphen xft. Whereas stash is used mostly in case of staging area only. Commit, but I untracked, you can use stash also. But I need to explore that how to use it. Maybe something hyphen option you can use. This is yeah, that's it. I can't give you more
This is very
explanation
rare
over this.
condition.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, because
because this is
most of
very
them
rare
will.
condition.
Yeah, that will be used in some cases. I'll tell you example where I'm using it. In pipelines and all, right? In pipelines sometimes what happens is like you are manually cloning the repository. It's not using git scm or something. So in that
Mhm.
case, that is some requirement. There is a requirement to clone the repository or else update the repository. So there is a agent machine where you want to keep some repository, like some of your code. so which is important. So and again you don't want to clone that because it is very huge, so you want to speed up the process. In that case what we do is like there is an option like git scm which will update immediately. Well, first time it will clone and next time and all it will update, but we don't want to use git scm also. Such scenarios are there that in real time. In that case what happens is like somebody manually change the files in that path. So what happens, that path is in your environment. You set the path as environment variable, and in that case that if any changes delivered by did by some other person is impacting your pipeline. In that case, in pipeline, you can use the command git stash after before git pull, and then git clean xfd, so that what are the changes are there will be removed and it will be fresh and you can clone it. You can pull the recent changes. So such scenarios people will use. It's not regular basis. It's very rare scenarios.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
I don't think
Yes,
people will
it's
ask about this much.
yeah, it's just like a logical area. Like we have working directory,
Yeah.
staging area, and local repo. Just like that, it's a logical area. Like we have done some release, and after releasing in production, customer told us that there is some issue and we need to fix. Then we set a war room where we have developers, testers team. So if developer is working on any another project, so he need to do stashing for that particular project and join the war room where we need to work on the hotfix branch. Hotfix branch means the issue which customer raised, and that need to be fixed first. For that, and developer first do whatever he was working to the stash area. Means there is a command like git stash. Uh, so whatever he had done and he has not committed that work, so that work will go into that particular area, into the
Correct.
stash. So once he fixed the customer issue, then he can again pull that work from stash with command like git stash apply or git stash pop. If you use git stash pop, then in that case it will delete. Means you can run one command git stash list, where you will find all your code which has not yet committed. Like we have 4 to 5 files, and if you want only one file, then you can run command like git stash pop. What it will do, it will move into the working directory and it will delete from the stash. If you run git stash apply, it will pull from stash to working directory, but it will not delete from stash. So you need to use pop if you want to delete from stash area.
And stash drop.
What?
Stash drop.
Stash
Drop.
drop.
Drop, yes.
Okay, you are asking for a stash drop.
Is that included in the Git conflict?
I think Ajinkya, stash drop, I also read like it is being used when we use git stash, then it gives a commit ID, right? It means basically. So stash drop will basically drop, means delete that commit ID and will move back the head to basically the last position, or means I have not worked upon it. Means these or Manjunath sir or Ajay sir can give clear explanation of this where
I
it will
never
be
use
used.
drop. I'm not never use drop.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay, sir. Then what is the Git conflict then? In simple words,
Git conflict is not a command, I think. Is it a command?
no.
No.
Yeah, conflicts.
Already stated that git conflicts. Okay, it's an error.
So how to resolve that?
You
I
can
think
resolve
Manjunath sir
using
already told about.
you can resolve many ways actually, that whether you want to retain your changes or you don't want to retain the changes. So if you go to IDEs like Visual Studio Code and all, it will give you the option like accept incoming change or else reject, keep the local change. So that kind of things you can do. Otherwise, you can manually edit it and then you have to commit and deliver it. So that's the only thing.
Just like we
But
have to edit those things, right?
yes, if you want to
Okay.
discard the changes, then only you can use git stash or git clean, all these things.
Okay.
If you don't want to discard the changes, if you want to retain some changes in it, then only option is like use some IDEs. There they will give you option easily, line by line, wherever the merge conflicts are there. You want to retain that change, or else you can delete the change or accept incoming change like that. Otherwise, if you are comfortable and you are good enough in that code, you are having knowledge, then better to use any of your like Notepad or any tool, wherever Vim editor, wherever you're using. Just modify manually and push the code. That's it.
Thanks.
तुमको तो बोला को किस लिए नहीं जा रहा? अब तो केसेस में एक मिनट रुकना, एक मिनट. I think today anyone have I think no questions. So tomorrow, I think I will share some topics in the Telegram, so we can discuss about that topic. I think everyone complete if Git task related real time, then we can anyone can share the screen and we will discuss about this also. And I think today everyone have no any questions also, so they were not asking also. Okay, Ajinkya, yes, Mohan.
Actually, I am on mobile. That's a power cut issue.
Okay, so fine. Tomorrow everyone is ready for 9 p.m. Okay, 9 p.m. is actually your new timing for interview discussion timing. Okay,
Uh, Ram, is there any new materials updated uploaded to your drive or
which
anything?
material you need? Just let me know. I will
No,
update.
no, like new projects or anything, because I was not there for a couple of days. That's why I want to just
Okay, fine. I will share
know.
again
Okay, 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 fine.
today.
Thank you.
Today or tomorrow after 10 to 11, I will share again. So check everything
Okay,
once again. Okay,
okay,
and
fine.
if
Okay, thanks.
anyone
Okay, thanks.
think anyone need any details related any material, just again message in the group. I will again share. Tomorrow I will share once again full material, whatever starting to ending. Thank you so much. And Dinesh,
Thank you.
if you have any question, you can ask. Otherwise, you can mute.
No, 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 no question. Thank you.
Okay, fine. So tomorrow we will start the because 2 days actually holiday, Saturday, Sunday. So tomorrow once again we will start, and I will share the materials also. And you tomorrow at least we have to complete the Git everything. After that, next day we will start shell scripting, Python, whatever you need. Okay. Otherwise, Docker, Kubernetes, anything you just have to mention the topics. We will start. Okay. Okay. So
Yes. Okay.
thank you everyone. Tomorrow we will meet same time. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Thank
Okay,
you.
thank you.